Welcome back to Breathtaking and a new series in which we extend good wishes to someone on his 457th birthday.
The girls today in society go for classical poetry. So to win their hearts one must quote with ease Aeschylus and Euripides. One must know Homer and believe me both Sophocles, also Sappho, unless you know Shelley and Keats and Pope. Dainty Debbies will call you a dope. But the poet of them all, who will stardom simply raven, is the poet people call the Bard of Stratford-on-Avon. Avon calling, brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Your Shakespeare and the women you will wow. Just declaim a few lines from Othello and they'll think you're a hell of a fella. If your blonde won't respond when you flatter her, tell her what Tony told Cleopatra.
If she fights when her clothes you are mussing, what are clothes much ado about
Nothing. Brush up your Shakespeare and they'll all kowtow.
A recitation.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Oh,
that's incredible. Brush up your Shakespeare. Start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare and the women you will wow. With the wife of the British ambassador, try a crack out of Troilus and Cressida.
If she says she won't buy it or take it, make her take it, what's more as you like it.
If she says your behavior is heinous, kick her right in the Coriolanus. Brush up your Shakespeare and they'll all kowtow.
Another recitation.
Out, damn spot, out, I say. What have you done on the rug? Bad spot. Brush up your Shakespeare. Start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare and the women you will wow.
If you can't be a ham and do Hamlet, they will not give a damn or a damlet.
Just recite an occasional sonnet and your lap will have honey upon it. When your baby is pleading for pleasure, let her sample your measure for measure. Wow! Brush up your Shakespeare and they'll all kowtow. Forsooth, and they'll all kowtow. Be faith, and they'll all kowtow. Shakespeare haircut.
That was Brush Up Your Shakespeare, the showstopper from the 1948 Broadway musical Kiss Me, Kate, the first musical, incidentally, to win a Tony Award, with words and music by Cole Porter, performed by Jonathan Freeman, Harry Groner, and Guy Haynes. And by the way, you'll be hearing more from this hilarious trio in each of our Happy Birthday William podcasts. Do we actually know William Shakespeare's birthday? Not really, but we do know that he was born in Stratford-on-Avon in April of 1564. The exact date of his birth is not recorded, but it is most often celebrated around the world on the 23rd of April. Our first Happy Birthday William podcast celebrates one of Shakespeare's most beloved plays with musical gems that, at the very least, make reference to its two protagonists. First, here is Haven't We Met, written by Ruth Batchelor and Kenny Rankin, and performed by Kenny Rankin.
And I've ordered some rain for tomorrow. The sky will be sunny but wet. And out of nowhere you're suddenly there. And I say, yeah, pardon me, haven't we met? And I've ordered some sunshine with showers. And I've got my scenery set right there with a thump. Our umbrella's gonna bump. And I say, yeah, pardon me, haven't we met? And accidents can happen, and into one I'm gonna slide. There's a good chance to get my hands on a little romance when two hearts collide. And I know that's just how it happened when Romeo met Juliet. Somewhere I read that old Romeo said, yeah, yeah, pardon me, haven't we met? Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boo, da, boo, bum, boom, bum, boom, ba-dum, boom, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, boom, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. And I know that is just how it happened when Romeo met Juliet. Somewhere I read that old Romeo said, yeah, yeah, pardon me. He said, pardon me. He said, pardon me, haven't we met?
So yes, those two famous protagonists are Romeo and Juliet. Our next nod to these ill-fated lovers is It a Crime? From the 1956 Broadway musical Bells Are Ringing, with music by Julie Stein and lyrics by Betty Comden and Adolph Green. The musical is about the kind-hearted Ella Peterson, who works at Suzanne's-phone, a telephone answering service, and who, against company policy, cannot resist getting involved with her customers' lives. In this song, Ella, played by the delightful Judy Holliday, defends her actions to a police inspector suspicious that Suzanne's-phone is a front for an escort service. Without further ado, here is It a Crime?
Mother and Dad handed down to me a bit of their old philosophy. I've stuck to it like an obedient daughter, but it always lands me in hot water. I'd gladly follow out your suggestions if you'd give me the answers to these questions. Please tell me, is it a crime to start each day with a laugh and a smile and a song? And is it a crime to end each day with a laugh and a smile and a song? Is it wrong, is it a crime to call the world your Valentine? Is it a crime to grab a lamppost and then sing sweet at dawn? I ask you, is it a crime to save a wee baby bird when it falls from its nest. That little bird should have a chance to fly like all the rest. If it's a crime to help old ladies cross the street, then put me in jail without bail, bread and water from an old tin pail. If that's a crime. Is it a crime? Inspector, I'm puzzled. We're taught two things as we go through life. One, be thy brother's keeper, and two, mind your own business, with a laugh and a smile and a song. Now, if I know something, and by telling it to someone in distress, I could change that person's life and bring them the bluebird of happiness, is it a crime to tell him, or is it a crime not to? Is it that you mustn't, or you got to? Should you say, hey, watch out for that banana peel, bud? Or just remain silent and then laugh as he crashes with a thud? Inspector, my job is to get messages to people on time. If I have a job, and I see it through, and it's just my duty that I do. Is that? Inspector, let's go back a few thousand years. If there had been answering services then, and it had been up to me, I could have changed the course of history. I could have prevented many a famous tragedy with a laugh and a smile and a song. Why, every night I lie in bed and my cheeks grow soaking wet when I think of what I could have done for Romeo and Juliet. Hello, Verona phone. Oh, yes, Mr. Romeo. Juliet Capulet called. The message is, to avoid getting married to other fellow, am playing dead. This Friar Lawrence gave me a great big sleeping pill, but when I wake up, we'll head for the border. Oh, don't thank me. It's all in the day's work. See what I could have done. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. But if I got that message through on time, I'm telling you, those two kids would be alive today. So if it's a crime to help old ladies cross the street, then I'll confess I'm just a mess. Mother and Dad, you were wrong, I guess. Inspector, were they wrong? Thank you.
Before presenting our final musical gem, I thought it would be fun to share with you my favorite, truly breathtaking lines from the 1998 Academy Award-winning movie Shakespeare in Love, with a dazzling screenplay by Mark Normand and Tom Stoppard. Truth be told, these hilarious lines are less about Romeo and Juliet than they are about the egos of those devoted to a life in the theater. When I first saw Shakespeare in Love, I was living on Manhattan's Upper West Side, home to many aspiring actors, some of whom I was lucky enough to know. It was astounding to me that, although Shakespeare in Love takes place in the 1500s, the lines you're about to hear ring equally true in our time. For example, in this first sound clip, featuring a dialogue between a boatman and Shakespeare, envious of playwright Christopher Marlowe's reputation, imagine that instead of "follow that boat," the opening line, spoken on Manhattan's Upper West Side, would be "follow that taxi."
Follow that boat, what you are, Governor. I know your face. Are you an actor?
Yes.
Yes, I think I've seen you in something. That one about King.
Really?
I had that Christopher Marlowe in my boat once.
In our second sound clip, Shakespeare does all he can to convince a justifiably egocentric actor to accept a secondary role in Romeo and Juliet.
Pay attention. You will see how genius creates a legend.
Thank you, sir.
We are in desperate want of a Mercutio, Ned. A young nobleman of Verona.
Mm-hmm. And the title of this piece?
Mercutio.
Is it?
I will play.
Next, here is a clip that is not about the egos of those in the theatrical world, but it's just too delightful to omit. In it, just before the premiere of Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare and the theater owner learn that the speaking voice of the young male actor playing Juliet, as was required in those days, has suddenly become deep and is decidedly not feminine.
Master Shakespeare.
I'll be with you, Sam. Sam,
It's not my fault, Master Shakespeare. I could do it yesterday.
do me a speech. Do me a line.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Another little problem.
What do we do now?
The show must, you know.
Go on.
And finally, here is my favorite snippet from Shakespeare in Love, in which a woman asks an actor with a huge ego, but unfortunately a small role in Romeo and Juliet, the following question.
What's the play about then?
Well, there's this nurse.
How can we possibly say parting is such sweet sorrow to Romeo and Juliet without featuring this magnificent rendition of Tonight from the 1957 musical based on Romeo and Juliet, West Side Story, with music by Leonard Bernstein and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, performed by Glory Crampton and Sal Viviano.
My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep the more I give to thee.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afraid being a knight, all this is but a dream.
Only you, you're the only thing I'll see forever. In my eyes, in my words, and in everything I do. Nothing else but you, ever.
And there's nothing for me but Maria. Every sight that I see is Maria.
Tony, Tony.
Always you, every thought I'll ever know. Everywhere I go, you.
All the world is only you and me. Tonight, tonight, it all began tonight. I saw you and the world went away. Tonight, tonight, there's only you tonight. What you are, what you do, what you say. I know
suns and moons all over the place. Tonight, tonight, the world is wild and bright, going mad, shooting sparks into space. Today the world was just an address, a place for me to live in, no better than alright. But here you are, and what was just a word is a star
Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Good night, good night. Sleep well, and when you dream, dream of me.
I do hope you enjoyed part 1 of Happy Birthday, William. Please join us on Wednesday for part 2. In the meantime, I'm signing off for now with a song in my heart.